Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Late Winner Show, and a special segment for the FPL week, game week 3. Welcome back, Saurabh and Rishabh. So today we're going to talk about the differentials, guys. It's last yesterday we spoke about the boss list. Today is the differentials day, and tomorrow obviously we'll be having a team reveal, which we have already shown in the past 2 weeks. So before we move forward, I'd like to remind everyone that we have our FPL league as well. So we'll have the league code in the descriptions below, and so do remember to join it because we'll be closing the league in a couple of days. Sorry, before game week 4, the start of game week 4. So do remember to join the league as well if you want to have. There are no prizes this year, but definitely if we see a strong participation from everyone, and if everyone is keen on having some kind of goodies, then we definitely look into it and start maybe have that from next year going forward. So do remember to join us so that we have the interactions with you guys as well. So yeah, let's start with our differential list, guys. Firstly, we'll talk about, I think, was Callum Wilson is is one of the first picks which we had as a differentials for this week. Not just for this week. I mean, we'll say for the next. I think looking at the next congestion of fixtures for Newcastle, I think Wilson is a pretty strong pick if you're looking for a like for like replacement in terms of price with Antonio right now, because I think Wilson will be among the scoring sheets against, especially against Leeds, and maybe even against United as well, because United has looked a little bit vary in terms of defense. So even though in the next 5 matches the matchways United might be the most toughest fixture, but I think he can definitely score a goal in that match. So we can look out for that one as well.
Okay.
Second player which we already have is Sadio Mane. Obviously, his valuation has dropped, obviously, because of his first week performance. I guess people were impatient, so a lot of people disowned him very quickly. But right now with the ownership he has, I think 3.9%. Obviously, compared to Salah, he'll definitely be a differential, and he proved to be one for the people who had him in the second week, because Salah obviously didn't perform, and in terms of pricing, you will not like to have Salah and Mane in the same team. So going with Mane is not such a bad option either, because they have a few easy fixtures, and I think particularly against Chelsea, I think Mane has had a good performance every year. So I think Mane is a good pick even for this week. I mean, if you're concerned whether against Chelsea he'll be having a good outing or not, I think he could definitely be a differential pick in terms of performances against Chelsea. But yeah, under Tuchel, you never know if they'll be able to perform the same way or not, because Tuchel's defense is very solid at this stage. So yeah,
Yeah,
let's
I mean, and Salah also has like an impeccable record at home. So obviously the roles had reversed this time around. Obviously he scored away and then Mane scored at home. But Salah has a really really good record at home also. So and then this guy. So you can say that you can rotate them, but it's not really possible to rotate them like every week to just bank on that one
absolutely.
transfer, because obviously it's not a given that in every away game Mane scores. So
Yeah, and also looking at the next fixture which they have against Leeds. Against Leeds is definitely going to be a very high goal scoring fixture, because I mean, I guess everyone should remember the opening night last year. I mean, the scoreline was, I believe, 5-4. So or 5-3, something like that. I don't remember exactly, but
five
yeah,
four.
5-4, right? So yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, and even though I think Mane was not on the scoring sheet, but I think he was involved in the assist department at least. So
Yeah.
you'll definitely see some kind of return from him anyway. So because Salah, on the other hand, with Leeds has an impeccable record. So maybe Mane might be on the score sheet in that game, and Salah might, and so it keeps on going alternate, like Rishabh mentioned. So yeah, so that's something which you definitely want to keep an eye for. But yeah, if you want to go a step ahead from step away from the usual pack, I think Mane is definitely a nice pick too. So yeah, so Saurav, you want to tell us about Reguilon? I mean, you were pretty keen, like based on Tottenham's performances. I think you would. satisfied with having him in the team if in the future you want him.
Yes, unexpectedly, somehow Nuno and his team has managed to keep 2 clean sheets, which was very unexpected from Tottenham. Nobody expected anything from Tottenham, at least in the beginning. Uh, you're talking about Reguilon. He does not have the ability to give some through balls or keep passes, but the thing is, he makes some crosses, which will be fruitful since now Kane is coming into play. He'll be from tomorrow. I think he'll be playing in the Europa League and again over the weekend. I hope so. So I think
European Conference League, not Europa League.
sorry, my bad. European Conference League. Yeah, that is a totally new thing. It will take some time to get used to, but yeah, once Kane is there, I think his crosses will be effective in providing assists. Uh, Clean sheets out of the next 5 fixtures, I believe they can have at least 3 for me. I think Watford and Crystal Palace are the 2, and Arsenal again. I think so. Arsenal can also be they can keep a clean sheet against Arsenal as well, because barring today's match, if you see in Premier League, Arsenal has not scored a goal yet. So
But Arsenal definitely has some positive signs. Aubameyang came back. He scored a hat trick today. Even though I mean it's against West Brom, I don't want to read too much into it. But it's
yes,
definitely. I mean, like I was mentioning it to Rishabh as well, that I mean it's all about having the winning mentality as well. So it's not about it's about getting your season underway, right? So I
yeah.
mean Arsenal will definitely start maybe having a good run of fixtures as well in the future. So you never know. I think Arsenal could start performing much better going forward.
I agree, but yeah, it all depends like how the next couple of fixtures pan out for Arsenal also. The next
Yeah.
3, because it's like the 4th game if we can see from here. So next 3, Arsenal has to have that confidence very high to have a winning mentality for that for Arsenal Tottenham match to win it. But yeah, I think Tottenham should be able to keep the clean sheet. Um, uh, 2 clean sheets for now. Interceptions, if you see 6, I think he has won 4 of the aerial duels as well, if I'm not wrong. So and recoveries has also been pretty significant. Like in the two matches only, he has had, although it was not against very tough teams,
He's at
not the
14.
teams which were like in the top of the game, but yeah, still he has made 14 recoveries.
Yeah.
So I think that's something to look out for, and I think he should be doing good in in the next couple of fixtures.
Also, if anybody hasn't followed the latest transfer rumors or the transfer center news, is which courtesy to Sky Sports, obviously, that all the information which we have right now is that I think Kane is decided to stay at Spurs, which means he'll definitely be starting going forward. He'll not be and I think he has had enough practice and enough time to actually come back into the team and have the warm up as well. So I think he's now ready to get going against Watford as well. So now that the striker is back, I think a player like Reguilon, who can actually come from the wing back's position and actually give him the crosses, so you can start seeing more assist as well for him if in the
Yeah.
future as well. So yeah, he's definitely a a crucial pick right now for the people who want to maybe free up funds and like are trying to think, okay, maybe you want to remove Trent from your team and you want to bring a cheaper defense player so that you can open up the funds for getting maybe Kane into the attack as well, or Lukaku into the attack. I think Reguilon would be a fantastic pick in that case.
Yeah.
So yeah, and moving forward, Rishabh, you want to talk about Ricardo Pereira?
Yeah, I think, and I guess like obviously you see like the ownership is 5.5%. That's why he is in the differential piece. But the only problem for me is that the price throws me off a little. And until I see Vestergaard and even I think Johnny Evans come back at least.
Yeah.
For them, I don't think that they're going to be very solid defensively, which we've already seen. Like I think against Wolves also they conceded a lot of chances. Obviously, it was because of the poor finishing ability that we talked about yesterday that Traore had. He had missed chances, so that's why they were able to keep that clean sheet. But otherwise, they conceded way too many chances. So until they come back, I'm not very keen on bringing Pereira as of now. But having said that, they have a game against Norwich. I hope Amarte and Soyuncu have a good outing. And this guy, obviously, if you see Norwich's games in the last two that they played against City and Liverpool, everything has been exploited through the right. So he plays on the right wing side. So he's a definite must-have if somebody's looking into getting him in for especially for the game week 3. Because I mean, if he plays, I think he's gonna I think he gets a goal. I can predict he gets a goal or an assist easily and a clean sheet based on how Norwich is performing. So yeah.
If that's the case, we should definitely put him in the team.
No, but we can, but really, to be very honest, we don't really make teams for one game weeks, right?
Yeah, that I agree. Yeah.
Right. So, yeah, but yeah, I mean his interceptions and clearances are pretty decent for a fullback. Yes, it's pretty decent, but then yeah, you see that the chances created also is one. That's probably something that's I'm looking forward to in the coming weeks. If he creates way too many chances for the Leicester forwards, then he's the one. He's the one to keep an eye on.
And yeah, so the last player which we have as our picks is Jared Bowen. So yeah, Rishabh, you want to talk about that one as well?
Okay, sorry. So Jared Bowen, I guess this is one pick that I picked for differential is because a lot of people are now jumping on Benrahma. People are forgetting how Jared Bowen has been playing in the team. Yes, he's not had any kind of goals or assists to show off in terms of fantasy points. Everything has been taken by Benrahma and Antonio. But he's one person to keep an eye on. Well, like we've watched their games, he's definitely in and out there. He's definitely out there to give points. Like he's just been unlucky. Like if you see his XG and XG is 5.55 and XA is 0.67. That's pretty good as a starting point. Obviously, we only have 2 weeks of data as of now, but this is something that obviously should keep an eye on. I think differential in terms of I think he has already had goal attempts. You can see like the chances created is 6 and the goal attempts he has had about 2. He's a pretty decent priced player as well. 6.5, 6.4.
Yeah, but just to correct one thing, I think the ownership which we've written is actually wrong. It's definitely not 22.6 because 22.6 is not going to categorize as a differential anyway. So I mean, it's actually 1.3 to all the viewers. I mean, that's a mistake on our part. But yeah.
So I guess even I was thrown off like, why is he a differential if it's ownership is 22.6%? But yeah, so coming back to him, like if you see his next 5 fixtures as well, he has Crystal, Southampton, then United, Leeds, and Brentford. I guess like except that United game, but given what you said, about Wilson, what you were saying, United have not been very defensively solid as of now. Maybe day after if and when, like I don't know, like maybe it's another
when Varane comes in.
It's another Donny van de Beek that we've signed. Maybe Varane just watches it from the sides. We don't know that yet, but if Varane does not play, United look pretty,
wobbly in the defense.
Yeah, it's not very solid in terms of defensive performances. If I can say that. So unless Varane plays the next 2 games, then maybe we can obviously talk about if that United fixture of West Ham is going to be something that we need to keep an eye on for Bowen or not. But for now, yes, for the next 5 fixtures, he's definitely a must-have. If somebody is looking to get in Benrahma and you've already missed that train, you missed that train or you missed those points that Benrahma has given, I guess he's a good differential to have. Again, whoever's joining, not 22.6%, but 1.32% is the ownership. So definitely cash in on him if you think that if you want to catch up on your mini leagues and all that stuff.
Yeah, and obviously, lastly, I mean, I've already mentioned Kane that he's going to be a regular starter now, hopefully. But and but his ownership has actually already dropped to 7.4%. So right now, even though it's a funny thing to say that I'm mentioning him in the differentials, but he it definitely is a differential for now, because his valuation has also dropped from 12.5 to 12.3. So right now you can actually see him getting you can buy him. It definitely is a cheaper buy right now for everyone. Obviously 0.2 million is a lot to have in the bank as well. So I think, yeah, I mean, Kane is definitely a striker for which you definitely want to free up some funds. So, but it's up to you guys. I mean, if what substitution are you looking for? Whether you're looking to replace Fernandez or Salah, or how you want us to help you guys to free up those funds. Let us know. I mean, if you have any questions regarding how if you'd like us to rank your team and help you in the team selection as well, we'll be happy to help out. Just reach out to us on the social media channels, maybe, and give us a shout out on in the comment section on the YouTube channel as well. So we'll definitely help out to all the viewers as well. So thank you so much for everyone for joining in, and stay tuned for tomorrow's podcast as well at 10:30 a.m. IST and 10 p.m. PST. mean, and obviously you can set the reminders for yourself by clicking the bell icon. So do not forget that. You can definitely do that and have the reminder set up for all the videos which we have coming up. So yeah, we'll have the team reveal tomorrow. We'll definitely be revealing the captain picks as well. So we're discussing at least the top three choices for captains for this week. So stay tuned for that, and thank you for joining in. And please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And obviously, like we've already mentioned, please remember, if you have already not joined the FPL late winner FPL show team or the league, please join it. We'll have the link in the description below. And thank you so much, guys. So good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.